Previously on the Bad News Bards. You're not the only one. I guess you've got a bunch of titles too that you've written for ShadowDark as well.
Yep, I've done a handful. I've got a handful more, and then I'm probably going to step away from ShadowDark for a bit because I've done more than I normally would like to do. I like to, if you look at some of my work, I've written for a lot of systems because I like just writing for different systems and having fun with it. I did a run there for a bit with ShadowDark where I did a lot of Robert E. Howard stories. So I did Tower of the Elephant. I did some brochure adventures of some of his classic stories. I did Slumbering City, which is based on the Slithering Shadow. I have a couple more planned for Robert E. Howard adjacent stories, but I'm holding on those for now. But I am doing for Page, I'm doing a crossover of ShadowDark and Silent Hill.
Oh, okay.
Called Silent Shadow. So it's horror based, and that's going to be real fun. And then I have an adventure I wrote for 2024 ShireCon that's ShadowDark that I'm going to publish. That'll actually be my next Kickstarter. But it's a small one. I expect it to do, just a handful of dollars, which is fine. But I have all the art for it and the cover for it, so I just want to get it in the maps for it. So I just want to get it out to people so they could play it.
Okay.
The one I sent you the image for is another one I'm testing at Page, called Singed, which is going to be running using the Dragonslayer system.
Dragonslayer?
Dragonslayer, which is Greg Gillespie's system.
Oh yeah, Greg's great.
Yep. So I've kind of been doing a lot of retro stuff. If people see that picture, they should kind of get an idea of what we're talking about, especially if you grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, kind of looks like Dirk.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah.
So this is that adventure is going to be an homage to that whole video game.
Yeah.
So that art right there is done by Travis Hansen out of California. He does a lot of art for me. He does all our ShireCon logos as well. So
yeah,
he's did the cover for that a while ago, and I've been sitting on this one for a bit. But I'm running a playtest here at Page, and I'm also going to be running it at Anthony Merida's OSR Con in May.
Okay.
So you'll probably see that as this one here is a Kickstarter in mid-year sometime. I've got two before that. And then that'll probably be the third one in 2026. But yeah, that one's the art for this one it's going to be a completely color book. It's going to be bonkers. It's going to be really nice looking book.
Yeah.
Looks fun.
But it's Dragonslayer, and when I talked to Greg last year in North Texas, I said, "Look, I want to do something for your system." And so I talked to him about this, and he was all about it. He said, "Yeah, we'll do that." I was like, "Fine." So we're doing that. So like I said, I like to write games for all different systems. So 2026, we're gonna move around a little bit. We did a lot of ShadowDark in 2025. We're gonna go back and do some classic stuff. I got another Gamma World adventure I'd like to do. Kind of a Towering Inferno approach to that adventure. I wrote an adventure for Frog God Games, which they kind of fell apart a little bit. So that game will now go to Parallel Dimension Games.
Okay.
Most likely. Which is kind of the aftermath of that shift there.
Yeah.
So but that's a 5e adventure. So again, I write for a lot of different systems because I just feel like playing with mechanics.
I've got a chat here from Matthew Sherman.
Matt Sherman. Yep.
Yeah. He said he went to ShireCon the first time last year. It was great. It will be an annual pilgrimage. So that says something about the
especially from him because he's coming from quite a distance. I believe he's coming from Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm about halfway. I'm in East Tennessee.
You have no excuse.
I have no excuse.
You can make it. You can make it.
Yeah. Well, maybe, it's on my agenda to start hitting up some of these cons because, like sci-fi. So when I saw some of the titles that you had, you actually have a sci-fi RPG system I saw in there. I think I threw it on the thumbnail.
Oh, I saw it. It was
Scoundrels.
Yeah, Space Scoundrels.
Yeah,
that was done on a dare, kind of on a whim. It uses a advancing die system, which I had a lot of feedback from people that didn't like kind of some of the mechanics, but it's
Yeah.
a kind of beer and pretzels game, not to be taken seriously.
Right.
And a lot of people were taking it kind of serious. And I said, guys, this is kind of a fun thing I threw together. It's
Right.
not it's not something you're going to play for 6 months. You're going to do it 1 or 2 nights just to have fun. It's meant to be comical. It's meant to be sort of outrageous and quirky, and the people that got that like it.
Yeah.
And the people that wanted a serious sci-fi game. I didn't make Star Wars, West End games Star Wars. I didn't make Traveler. I didn't make Star
Right. Yeah.
Frontiers. I just
Yeah.
made a game that's sort of quick and easy, and with an advancing dice system. So if you're not skilled in something, it's a D4 roll. A little bit more, it's a D6, then a D8, then a 2D4, and kind of advanced all the way up. And
Yeah.
like I said, people love it, people hate it. It's all good. That's most of my work anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I could
I have
I could
thick
see.
skin.
Yeah. 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 Um, I'm thinking, maybe a Red Dwarf session, or
Yeah.
Hitchhiker's Guide
Right.
to
I
the
mean, it's good
Galaxy
for
type
that kind of
thing.
stuff. It's good for sort of a comical enjoyment. It's kind of the Kobolds Ate My Baby kind of approach to gaming.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
real simple, easy to learn, quick, and not to be taken seriously. You're not worried about how many credits it takes to fill up your spaceship. Nobody cares. Just go fly around, shoot stuff up. Like go land and do stuff.
Okay.
So we just the guy who's the cover artist on the picture you have on the screen now with for Singed is also the gentleman who does my ShireCon logo every year. And each year we talk about we're usually talking about the next year's logo well in advance. And we talked about this one a while ago, and he was very busy. He's Travis Hanson is extremely popular artist out on the West Coast, and he does a lot of work. He goes to a lot of cons. I mean, he's a full-time artist doing this for a living, and he's been doing it for years and years and years. So he's quick,
Yeah.
and he's cost-effective, and he's busy. So I always tell him, look, I don't need the ShireCon logo until the first of the year, January, because that's when I start the ball rolling for the
Right.
next year. So he was able to bang it out last week, and what I have is a screenshot of the logo. You can see that it's crooked. Basically, it's a screenshot of his tablet that he did the work on.
Yeah.
But that's our logo. So every year it's got, it's always got a Middle Earth theme. I have an 11-year-old granddaughter that loved this one right here, which is Eowyn.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So she said, you need to do another female character. I said, all right, we're doing Galadriel, and that's what we've got.
There you
this year.
go.
So
There you go.
it's a good logo. My only concern is I'm not sure what color shirt to put on it yet because it's so light. So I've got to figure that out. I
Oh
do some
yeah.
test shirts. I do a bunch of colors that I keep for myself to give away on in the auction or whatever for one-off colors. And then I pick the one that I'm going to use for that year once I get the samples. But I haven't figured out what I'm going to print that on yet. I really like it. I think it's fantastic. I don't know what color shirt to use. And I loathe to use black because black is the traditional con color shirt. And I try to stay away from it if I can, especially with the
Yeah.
background having those like trees and
The dark
stars and
trees.
such.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a light color, but not too light. So I've got to figure that out. Or this year I'll try to make sure I get the right colors and that I know will be available. But yeah, so brand new logo. Excited for this year's convention.
Yeah. That's great. And of course, you also have a new book that's out, and I've got a copy of it right back here.
Crumbling Keep.
Oh yeah. So this is a ShadowDark adventure written for, and you said you were working on. You had done a bunch of ShadowDark adventures. You've got a few more planned at some point, and then you're gonna try and work on some other systems as well. Tell us about all the different systems, because obviously you said you mentioned Dragonslayer. So
Yeah, so Dragonslayer, I wanted to do a Dragonslayer adventure because I know Greg well and I like his work. and I wanted to do something that was that would support his system.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted something that had a dragon because it's Dragonslayer. So I wanted a dragon in it, right? Just sort of, why not do that?
Yeah.
And then I thought about that old '80s video game, and I said, that would be fun to do. So we've done that.
Yeah.
That's all written. I'm going to be playtesting it this weekend or next weekend. That's pretty much 100% written. Almost all the art's done. Maps are being done by Chet Mitten, an artist also.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and people don't realize that Chet Mitten does some really great color maps. He's not just an artist, but he does good cartography as well. So he's doing the maps for that, and they're really outstanding. It's a full color book, so it's going to be gorgeous. And then I guess I have a couple more ShadowDark things. I've got a BX adventure planned. I also, for North Texas, I have a Gamma World adventure planned for end of the year. That might turn into 2 different things. A couple years ago, I wrote a Choose Your Own Adventure game based on my Chaos system, which is a very, very rudimentary 2-page rule system that I wanted to use for basically a coin flip system for my grandkids.
Yeah.
And then turned into I actually published it. You can go to DriveThru. It's free. I believe it's free on DriveThru. But the Choose Your Own Adventure book uses that system. And I wanted to do a second one, but I wanted it to be Gamma World. So there's a good chance that I'm going to write a full adventure for Gamma World, and then the same adventure as a Choose Your Own Adventure as well. So that might be a 2-for-1 offering there.
Which one was the Choose Your Own?
It's called Trouble at Mill Manor.
Okay.
It's got a cover. It's got a cover by Jeff D.
There you go. I think I got it up here.
Yeah. It's a pretty big book. It's pretty chunky. It's got over 400 encounter areas. It's not like your traditional Choose Your Own Adventure where you go yes or no, left or right. Some rooms have like 11 or 12 choices. It's like the flow chart for that was papers taped over the wall like a madman kind of thing.
No, I don't see the option for to get it in PDF. In print, it's $19.99, so it's $20.
Yep. I don't offer everything that I make in PDF because I like print. I want to support print, so a lot of times I will not offer a PDF version. I mean, as you can tell, it's a
it's a
pretty chunky book.
Yeah.
There's a total of I think 400 and I want to say there's 400. No, there's over 500 encounter areas actually, with so many alternate endings and lots of death sequences because that's the fun part of Choose Your Own Adventures.
Sure.
But I'm trying to find one where there's multiple choices. Probably not going to find one. Okay, here's one. You probably can't see it, but you can see right here all the choices you can make in that room.
Let me bring you up there. There you go. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So it's not like go left or go right. There's all different things that you can do with the encounter area. So it was a lot of work. It was a lot of fun. I don't think I've had more fun writing a book than this.
Yeah.
So the goal was to write 3 of these, but at some point. So the next one would be a Gamma World one. And like I said, I've got this idea for an adventure that I've been wanting to do, sort of a towering Inferno post-apocalyptic thing, where you basically have to, you have to go from the bottom of the tower up to the top to get something. And I thought it would be fun to make that as a Choose Your Own Adventure as well. So you have the same adventure twice, just different styles.
Yeah.
So that's something I think I'm going to do at the end of the year.